All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I'm going through a series of video presentations I'm doing based off of the ebooks written by Mr. Flavio Copes, and I'm starting with his one on HTML, and I'm 63 pages in, 66 pages in on an 87 page, and now we're up to audio tags. Audio tags allow you to put in audio content. That should make sense. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab this. I should now be able to go in to what I'm working on here, and even with a table, and I should be able to remove all this. And as I'm done with tables and I'm done with forms. So now this says audio source equal file.mp3. I don't have that, so I'm going to just come out there to the internet and say free mp3 file. Our sample mp3 download. There we go. That'll work. So download sample file. So you can just tell what that is, right? So file, save as, and I will save that onto my desktop, into my Flavio HTML, and we'll just save this as file.mp3, and let's see if it works. There it is, file.mp3. So, whoops, we'll bring that back up here and refresh. I don't think I saved. So file, save, try it again. Well, it doesn't like something. May have to put in another tag or two. Let's take a quick look in here. I'm doing this all off the top of my head, which is silly to do. Let's add the controls. There we go. And there it is. All right, no biggie there. Probably nothing that surprised anyone. And not only can we use audio, we can do video, which I think they'll say next. So we can add JavaScript in here. We can make our own controls if we want to, but by putting in controls, we got the built-in ones. So here we'll do the same thing. And I will put this right underneath the other one, so you can see how similar they are. Let's put in a couple line break tags, put in about 3 of them. All right, so we do this before, and we ask for a sample. Let's do it here. Sample.mp4 file. I don't know what this is. I don't really care. Well, it's not allowing me to do what I want to do with it. Come on, come on. Show folder. There's our file mp3. This will be our file mp4. And if we come in and again just bring up our web page. I thought I saved. We also need controls on here. Let's take this one that we've already know works, and let's just remove it, and let's bring up the other one. And there it is. Now we'd have to cut down the size of it, but you get the idea. There it is. It's working. Okay. Iframes they're a little bit different. I'll tell you, I'm going to show you quickly the only way that I use an iframe, period. All right, just so that you see it for completeness sake. I don't use them often, but I'm going to put one in here just so you see it. And I'm going to come in here and say, I'll go to YouTube. And let's see, what are we going to grab here? Here we go, Wanda Sykes.
NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. It even prevents the infection that causes Lyme disease. Your vet trusts NexGard for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Ask your vet about NexGard.
All right, so there it is. I'm going to come down here and
I'm your guest host, Wanda Sykes.
I'm going to come down here, then I'm going to grab share and embed, and you'll notice I get an iframe. So I'm going to grab every single bit of that. I have no idea what size, etc. it'll be. I don't really care. This is just done for more demo purposes more than anything else. And I put that in. Let's go back to home. So I got an iframe. There'll be the width. There will be the height. That'll be the source from YouTube. That'll be the title. It'll have no border around it. I don't know what accelerometer is. It'll automatically play, etc. It's got all these features set up, and it will allow for full screen. All right, so there's the beginning iframe. There's the ending iframe. I'm going to save, bring it up, and let's see. There it is.
That's a hard thing to do. Try to get
I can make it full
person.
screen if I want to.
Hey, you want to go to a cemetery?
Okay. So let's jump back. Source doc lets you specify some inline HTML to show. I'm not going to play with that at all. Sandbox allows you to limit the operations allowed in iframes. Don't play with those. Allow currently experimental and only supported by Chrome-based browsers. This is a future resource sharing between parent window and iframe. So it's other stuff that you can do with that. When loading an iframe, so again, this is just more iframe stuff. I'm not going to hit on any more of that stuff. All right, let's quick do an image. So you notice how images are set up. This is very incomplete with what they show right here. And I'm going to make this real simple. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go into images.google.com, and let's just do a puppy. All right, and there's a puppy. Right mouse click. I'm going to choose Save Image As. So it's puppy.jpg, so you can see it. I have no idea what its size will be. Again, I don't really care. Now I can comment this all out. And we can put in our image. There it is. Whenever you put in an image, you put in the name, so that'll be puppy.ping. And you should always also put in an alt tag for alternative text. Picture of a puppy. That's done for two reasons. First, if either the file doesn't exist or I've given it a wrong path, it will say this. Second, we'll also say that for a browser for the blind. All right, bring it up. And let's see, well, there it is, picture of a puppy. And it should be JPEG, I believe, and that's probably why it didn't work. And there it is. So there's that. There's a figure tag, so we can put a figure tag around this with a fig caption. Let's do this. Let's grab that. Because it's just puppy anyway, so it won't take much to change this. We'll put it up here. So this will now be puppy. And it won't look much. Whoops, I got a nice dog. And again, that should be JPEG. So the alt, probably, well, you could put the alt the same as the fake caption, I guess. But now, there you go, a nice dog. All right, so that's the figure caption. Responsive images, this is an important thing, actually, because what this will do is this will show, notice there's 4 different images, and it'll automatically show an image based on the size of your screen. This is all done on screen width right here. There's other ways of doing that with CSS, which I think make more sense, so we're going to use that. Picture tag, which is similar. All right, we've talked accessibility, but haven't really shown it much. But as it says here, it's important that we design our HTML with accessibility in mind. All right, if you don't have a screen reader, you can buy screen reader emulators, and it's probably a good idea to have one. Semantic HTML is unbelievably important for accessibility reasons. That's one of the reasons that HTML05 is so popular. All right, it's because of the accessibility features. Again, there's examples. A table should have a caption. Alt attributes always for images. There are role attributes that you can assign to various things on a page. You can see some of them in here. And there's a reference. Tab index is kind of nice. If you set something, the tab index to 0, it'll be the first thing that automatically gets the focus on the page. You can even set it up so that you can put a tab index on everything. Quite often you do these on forms. You'll put different tab indexes so you can tab your way through in there. ARIA is accessible, rich internet applications. It's, again, they're different kinds of semantic tags, all right, that you can apply to elements, and this is, again, all done for accessibility purposes. That's pretty much it. Now, I mean, I went through that quickly. I realize that. May or may not have seemed like it, but I did. And the next one is, unfortunately or fortunately, about twice as big as this one. It's 173 pages, the CSS one. So I'll be back with that later.